Hello everyone, Patrick Hickey here from Regrettably Comprehensive School in County Cork. So this is part 2. Hello everyone, this is Patrick Hickey from Regrettably Comprehensive School, and this is part 2 of my presentation on Jungian cows. Yesterday we looked at the title of the poem and we read the poem. Today now we're going to break it down. So the first section. So I'd ask people here now maybe just to pause the video and read the lines before we talk about them. So what I want to highlight here is the following. The poem is a humorous account of the relationship Swiss farmers have with their cattle. They give them names, not tag numbers, which would be the common practice in farming today. And I suppose in giving the cows a name, you're also, you're showing respect to them, and you appreciate the fact as well that they have their own individual personality. A tag number doesn't appreciate that in any way. Now, all the cows in this poem were given the names of powerful women from the Bible and mythology. So, one of the cows was called Eve. Eve was the first woman, according to the Bible. Another cow was called Venus, who was the goddess of love. Another cow was called Salome. Now, Salome in the Bible demanded the head of John the Baptist on a plate. Now, did she get it? Well, I think this picture gives you the answer. And I suppose it shows us the power of Salome, and her influence over King Herod, the man who gave her John the Baptist's head. Another thing to note is the farmers yodel rather than shout or call to their cattle. Yodeling is a beautiful and musical sound. And if you're not sure what yodeling is, I would say to you, go to YouTube and look for it and find an example there. Section 2. Again, you can pause here and have a read. Now, in this section, it's shown that the cows prefer to be milked by the farmer's wife. However, if she's busy, her husband will wear her clothes to keep the more sensitive cows happy. It shows the farmer's care for his animals. With modern farming, there would be very little time for this kind of practice. It wouldn't be considered effective or efficient. And I suppose modern farming, like everything is about the bottom line, right? Making as much money as you can from the farm. Section 3. Again, have a read. So we see here that some cows sulk and refuse to be milked by machine. They prefer the old-fashioned and traditional method. And they're even more fussy in that they prefer to be milked by a woman. They prefer her quick, skillful method of milking and her touch on their tough, rosy udders. Okay, now our next section. In section 4, we now see the lengths Swiss farmers will go to comfort their cattle. The husband will dress up as his wife to reassure the cows. He wears his wife's scarf and floral dress over his denims and Wellingtons, I'd imagine, as well. The cows feel happier with this feminine presence. And the final section, so again, pause and read. Section 5. The farmer achieves his aims. The cattle are relaxed, and so much so they're half asleep when they're being milked. And the milk spurts into the churns. Why is he successful? Because he is an echo of the woman. As you can see, or I hope you can see, it's a win-win situation. When the cows are happy, they produce more milk. When the cows produce more milk, the farmers make more money. However, and I suppose the fact many of us come from a farming and agricultural background, what we saw in Switzerland wouldn't be common practice. And I suppose it's a far cry from the modern reality of farming, which I suppose if you look at this picture here, farming is done now on a mass scale. It's efficient. Again, it's quite sterile as well. It lacks feeling and emotion. Okay, so I hope that was of help. Tomorrow in part 3, we will look at the 4 T's of this poem. So again, we'll look at the title, its themes, tone and technique. Alright, so folks, hope that was of help, and talk again soon. Bye bye.